Hello, good to be with you again for our daily reflection.
Yep, which comes from the YouVersion verse of the day. And today the verse is?
Yes, a well-known one, Revelation 3:20.
Let me read it for a change.
Okay, why don't you?
Here I am. I stand at the door and knock. If anyone hears my voice and opens the door, I will come in and eat with that person and they with me.
Yes, such a well-known verse. And one thing that often people forget is that this was Jesus speaking to the church in Laodicea.
Yep.
So speaking to Christians,
Yep.
not necessarily to non-Christians, as we
and
often
take the voice.
Yeah.
And it's okay to take it that way, but that's not what was written by John in the initial instances, recording the words of Jesus. And this is the well-known one, isn't it, Laodicea, isn't it, about the one who lukewarm?
Neither hot nor cold.
Yep.
I want to spit you from my mouth. I don't think that you're up to much, really. Yep. So he's rebuking and disciplining them.
Yeah, and saying, come on, you guys, in following me, it's just not a lukewarm sort of thing. It's not just something you do. It's something to be passionate and real about. It's something to live your lives in fullness around. And I think, really for you and I, this is an important part of our life, that we made a choice even when we were courting each other, that if we did get married, we were going to not be lukewarm about our faith. We were going to go for it as best as we could. And I think verses like this was part of the encouragement to us to choose to do that.
Yeah. So in talking to this church, he's saying, I stand at the door and I'm knocking. Where's your passion? Where's your zeal? Where's your commitment? Where's your 100% devotion to me as your Lord and Saviour?
Yeah. So let me in. Yep. Let me into your life. Let me into what's happening in your activities today, in your thinking, in your eating, in your relationships with people, in your work, whether you're at school, whether you're at home in the midst of COVID-19.
Yep.
Let me into your life.
And if you hear my voice, open the door.
Yeah.
And I'll be there. I want to talk with you. I want to spend time with you. I want to share your life with you.
Yeah.
And that's what Jesus is talking about to these Christians who have sort of gone a bit wishy-washy, really.
And the rebuke is that you're not passionate. That's the important thing, is that I want to spit you out of my mouth. In fact, I'd rather that you disregarded me altogether than just be in this middle ground place. And so I think it's really important for us, even amid this COVID-19, midst of being at home, or the routine's very different, to ask ourselves, is our faith walk with Jesus passionate? In this moment, has our level of passion and fervency for God gone up, or has it gone down and withered away? Particularly as it's difficult to meet with each other, or it's been impossible to meet with other Christians. That's often where we're encouraged. It's a good place to reflect and think about where we're at with our walk with Jesus. And also important for us as a church, whether it's Hobart Baptist Church, where we're from, or whatever church you're a part of, has this moment in time meant that we're actually losing our fervency of God's people together? I certainly notice that I think some people are dropping off some of the online services because it's easy to slip.
Because will anyone notice if I'm not there?
That's right.
That's part of it too.
Yeah. And so therefore, this is a really significant verse for us at this point in time, as we reflect on our lives, as you and I reflect on our lives. Certainly for Jenny and I, it's been interesting because we've chosen to do these day by day daily devotions and reflections. It's also where we have chosen more deliberately to plan our days together, to have times where we can be by ourselves, but also pray together with God. So therefore, we've been very proactive in not just slipping into routine, not just slipping into ordinariness. And I'm doing a lot of talking now.
Yeah, but we have a routine. It's not but we've consciously chosen a routine. That is a little bit more tailored to the life that we're in at the moment.
Yeah, this moment.
Yeah, and consciously asking God to show us what to do next all the time.
And to keep that fervency, because yes, no one's watching us. So what can you get away with, or what can you not do? So I encourage you to think. Is Jesus knocking on your door of your life in some way? Is he wanting to say something to you? And if he is, then
let him in.
let him in. Listen to what he has to
wants
say.
Be with you.
Yeah.
Okay. Catch you later.
Bye.
Bye.